People principle number 9. The charisma principle. The charisma principle says people are interested in the person who is interested in them. Or Dale Carnegie, the classic statement of all, I think. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. The question I must ask myself, do I usually focus on others and their interest or on my own? Many years ago, a person that I've had the privilege of mentoring, Dan Ryland, and I were having a discussion. And he said to me, he said, John, you have charisma. And I said, well, people tell me that, but I said, I think that's just kind of a gift that some people have, some people don't. And he stopped. He said, no, you're wrong. I said, what do you mean I'm wrong? He said, charisma is not a gift. It's not a talent at all. It's a mindset. I said, what do you mean? And that day, he taught me a very valuable lesson about charisma. In your notes, people with charisma focus on others. That's what makes people like them. And people without charisma focus on themselves. It's a mindset. If you are focusing on others, I promise you, you'll develop a charismatic personality. If you focus on yourselves, hello. This is classic. This is Dale Carnegie, 6 ways to make people like you. Carnegie's teachings in the class and in How to Win Friends and Influence People made a profound impression on me as a teenager. By the time I graduated, I had, with my father, taken 2 Dale Carnegie courses. In fact, they had such an impact that I've worked to pattern my people skills on much of what he taught. And here are 6 things Carnegie suggests, along with my explanation. Number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. People do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. Number 2, smile. You say, John, there's got to be more to it than that. No, really there isn't. Just smile. And people all the time will come to me and say, you know what, John, you just have this natural smile. No, I don't. No. I don't have a natural smile. You don't have a natural smile. Nobody has a natural smile. We had to work our way out into this world. Think about it. And as soon as we got out, the doctor looked at us and smacked us. No wonder we are negative the rest of our life. Should have picked us up and said, you're awesome. You're unbelievable. So I was in grade school. I looked in the mirror one day, and I looked in there, and I faced reality. I said, John, you are not a handsome dude. What are we going to do with a face like this? And then I smiled. And as soon as I smiled, I thought, oh, that helps. It didn't heal me, but it helped me. I'm often amazed at people who go through a day and never smile. They're like the mother-daughter who are doing the Christmas shopping. They've been to too many stores, and the feet were pretty sore on Mom, and she was really grumpy as they made their last stop shop place, and they're coming out of that store about a half hour later, and her mother is just, she's got a real attitude issue, and she said to her daughter, did you see the look that salesperson gave me in that store? And her daughter said, Mom, that salesperson didn't give you that look. You had that when you went in. Number 3, remember that a person's name is to him or her the sweetest and most important sound. Major. Just understand that if you could remember a person's name. Number 4, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Novelist George Eliot advised, try to care about something in this vast world besides the gratification of small selfish desires. Try to care for what is best in thought and action, something that is good apart from the accidents of your own life. Look on other lives besides your own. See what their troubles are and how they are borne. You know, 2 of the greatest prime ministers in all of England's history was William Gladstone and Benjamin Disraeli. Both are brilliant prime ministers, lived back to back. So England had some really good leadership for a period of time. And one lady who knew both of them was asked one time, she said, compare William Gladstone to Benjamin Disraeli. Oh, she said, that's very easy. She said, when I'm with William Gladstone, after an evening conversation with him over dinner, I just look at him and say to myself, he is the most brilliant man in England. She said, when I spend an evening with Benjamin Disraeli, when I'm leaving him, I always say to myself, I am the most brilliant person in England. Two total different mindsets. Number 5, talk in terms of the other person's interest. There's the golden rule. There's the platinum rule. The golden rule, treat others the way you want to be treated. The platinum rule, treat others the way that they want to be treated. Start with the golden and advance to the platinum. And number 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. I was recently having dinner out in San Diego with a friend of mine. And we were both talking about a book that we both have enjoyed that is entitled Now Discover Your Strengths. Marcus Buckingham, it's basically a book that identifies and labels several different strengths a person may have. And you read the book and kind of understand them. And then you can even take a test on the computer based on what your number is on your book. And it's a wonderful, enlightening exercise. And I took it. And he had taken it. And he looked at me and he said, John, he said, let me ask you a question. He said, what were your top 5 strengths? And I could only remember, I think, 2 of them. So I said, well, let's check with Linda. And I called her, and she had pulled out the test and told me. But one of my 5 strengths is what they call the woo factor. The woo factor basically is a fact that you're able to woo people to you. That it has kind of that, again, that charismatic kind of feel to it. And he said, I knew that'd be one of your 5. He said, I knew that'd be one of your 5. And I said, oh, if you'd known me 20 years ago, it wasn't. He said, what do you mean by that? Oh, I said, the first few years as I started off in my career, I wanted to impress people. I wanted to have people like me. I wanted people to think that I was smart. I used to do all kinds of stupid things. I used to wear glasses so that people thought I was intellectual. I came out of college, and I thought that if I was intellectual, people would think that was wonderful. And one day my wife said, you look real stupid in those glasses. And I took them off. I guess what I'm trying to share with you in this people principle, the charisma principle, it really is a mindset. And you don't have to be boring all your life. Boring people are into themselves. People with charisma are into others.